Irawan.
What sparks joy to you? For some people, it might be their status. Other people might be their car. Or it could also be their unhealthy obsession with collecting alpaca merch. But the thing is, these things don't last forever. Sure, seeing the soulless faces of these little guys, they bring me joy now. But give it a year, or maybe 10, and I won't even spare them a glance. And with this, the same thing happens to things around our own homes. Every day, we see tens of thousands of videos telling us the must-have products that people found in the internet. And, well, we get interested, and we think, what harm could buying one item be? So we buy it, and we give it a whirl. And while some of these are genuinely useful inventions, or they're especially useful to disabled people, most of the time, they're not. In fact, more likely than ever, you'd probably use them for a week, and then the next thing you know, it's in the back of your cupboard, or if they're lucky, they get thrown away. The chase of overconsumerism is a never-ending cycle. Like the example I told you before, it's likely happened to you and I many, many times, repeated over and over and over again. It's happened time and time again. And the thing is, every day we all think to ourselves, there's always something that is newer, something that is better, something that is trendier, something that everyone wants. And with the rise of TikTok, it's only gotten worse. Trends? They're no longer trends. We need something bigger. We need something faster. What we need, and get this, are micro-trends. I told you this wasn't the only one I have. Take the Stanley Cup craze, for example. It was a cup sold around early this year, and to celebrate Valentine's Day. But what really happened is that it got so popular that people would fight, people would shout, and people would steal, all for a pink cup. And just a month later, when we reached the month of February, the holiday we were supposed to celebrate it for, people stopped talking about it. Yay! It was so popular one time, and then as we blink, it was like it never even happened. In fact, it happened so quickly that by the time the media stopped talking about the Stanley Cup, the Stanley Cups just started coming around our school. But let's give another example, in case you're not already in agreement. Oh, and people would even throw away their Stanley Cups. That was how bad it got. The iPhone is example number 2. It was once a phone you praised for their innovation, their cutting-edge technology. And then, it's now just a trend again. Every year, people would buy the newest iPhone, even when their old one is still brand new. And let's be honest, if there were no labels on the iPhones, would you be able to tell the difference between the 13, 14, and 15? No, exactly. But let's get into a more recent case, a more recent craze, something that we're probably all already familiar with. Exactly, labubu. These things are everywhere now. In fact, can I have a raise of hands for people who own one? I see a lot there, I see a lot there. Hello, thank you for raising your hands. The thing is, why are these things popular? It's because, well, we can put cute little clothes on them and they have a creepy little smile. Whether you find them as cute or not, that's your decision. But there's no denying it, you can't go anywhere without seeing at least one Pop Mart product, even in our school. And the thing is, those examples, those were just some of the examples in microtrends. I haven't even started on fast fashion. I haven't started on aesthetics. I haven't even begun on gadgets with the iPhone. And if we don't free ourselves from this overconsumerism, we'll just live a life full of regrets. In this study, Nawal et al. 2009, researchers collected 228 participants who are elderly, and they asked them, what was your biggest regret in life? They gave us 215 answers, and they categorized them into 18 categories. Of these categories, a lot of them, some, were about relationships. Maybe a family member they fought with, or someone they just didn't connect with enough. The rest of them, they were about missed opportunities. Say they didn't move, or maybe they had a job opportunity that they didn't take. But what they have in common for every single category is that they didn't connect enough with the world. It wasn't about items that they didn't buy, it was about not connecting enough with the world. So, you may be asking now, so what? Why do we need to know all of this? Why did you sit here for the past 6.5 minutes and ask and listen to some girl talk about the overconsumption habits of society or even the regrets of old people? Well, as I said before, if we don't escape from the glitz and glam of overconsumerism, we'll live a life full of regrets. And sure, these things are good now. They bring us joy now. But are they worth going to jail for? That sounds a little bit grim. So let me make it even worse. Is waiting in line for a labubu for hours and hours on end, is it worth sacrificing the time you could have spent with your family? Is buying the iPhone necessary to be able to hang around and mess around with your friends every day? Is the iPhone 16 really worth it? Is it really necessary? I think not either. The thing is, as cliche as it may be, the thing that brings us happiness, the thing that sparks joy, is not the things we buy or the things we want or the things we have, but it's the people that we are surrounded with. It is the people we've connected, it's the friends and families we've made along the way. So, my favorite book series, Winnie the Pooh, he has once said, we didn't realize we were making memories. We just knew we were having fun. So, while the thousands of alpacas in the world may bring me joy now, I think, just maybe, I think the people that I surround myself with, they spark joy just a little longer. Thank you.